Oh my goodness. We are back. We are back.
The Jenkii Show is back with another ep.
Another ep. It is episode 31.
Of the
Jenkii
Welcome to another episode. 31, is it?
Yeah, 31. My goodness.
Is that a good number? We like 31?
It's all right. It's not divisible by 3. So
I'll tell you what, even if this isn't the number that you're looking for, the numbers will be coming up and you'll want to stick around for them, all right?
Every number is a good number.
And if you're on YouTube, that is going to mean going to that big old subscribe button.
Ooh, subscribe.
And you click on that, and then right next to it, to its right, is a little bell icon.
Ding, ding,
ding, cuckoo.
Pressy.
Press that, and then you'll get a little notification every time a new episode of the Jenkii Show comes up, or anything else we do on there.
Yeah, shorts.
Oh my god, the shorts!
I don't think I checked the shorts today. My goodness.
Maybe later in the show we'll have a live check of the shorts.
Short review
Into Jenkii's content corner.
Hey, content corner.
It works.
Jenkii's content corner.
But you might not be watching.
Oh,
in
course.
content corner. You might be in audio corner. And what are they going to do over there in audio corner?
Well, you got to make sure that you follow.
Oh, you
rate
got to make sure.
5 stars. 5. And if the option is there, comment.
Come on, give a comment.
But there is one absolute ask that is the utmost importance.
Oh
I
my
think.
god. This is the important stuff.
Please make sure to tell your friends.
Oh, I'm begging.
Tell your family. Tell the random strangers that you meet every day when you're walking into work or something.
Yeah.
And then when you get to work, tell people and
spend your whole day at work telling people.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone that you talk to at work.
What they call it, a super spreader in marketing. Be our super
Be our
spreaders.
super spreader. Because, I think listeners of the show, they probably don't have friends. That's why they're listening to the Jenkii Show. We're your friends.
In which case...
And we already know about it.
We can tell us about ourselves. We don't mind that either.
Yeah.
Get in the comments and talk to us.
We love that, yeah.
We
the
love...
narcissism.
Yes.
Come on.
Red flag. We're red flagging ourselves.
Yeah.
You are having a laugh.
You're having a laugh saying that. Do all those things though. Spread it to the friends. Be the super spreader. Or the super soaker, or whatever you wish to be.
Hello. Super soaker.
A bit early.
God, we're only 3 minutes in. God, already talking about super soakers.
We're already getting
my goodness.
Flustered. We haven't even had we haven't had the fan favourite segments, and I'm already.
I'm hot under the collar.
No, it's episode 31. I knew it was gonna get a little off the radar.
Episode 31 coming to your earbuds.
Sexual episode. Although I feel like I'm calling every episode a sexual episode.
We're in our sexual era. Right, it's confirmed. We're in our sexual era. We're coming of age. I feel like, as
I think finally hitting puberty and it just feels great, man. I just want to have sex.
I just want to get out there and,
come on,
talk. I want to chat breeze, drop some game. And,
the game pod.
The game is the game. The game is
the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Hey, come on.
I just invented that.
Yeah. Plug.
I love the plug one.
But yeah, gosh.
Yeah, screw it. Let's go into a little segment.
Into a little segment.
Now, you know what? We're going to start things off the only way that it should be started off.
It's question
of the week. It is question of the week. Come on. Today, this week, my question is, how long do you think you would survive in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, a zombie apocalypse. Wow. So
Scary times.
Realistically, it's difficult, isn't it? Because what film are we basing this on? Because it's different zombie apocalypse
Different types of
films,
zombies.
different
Like
zombies.
if it's I Am Legend zombies, that's going to be tricky because they are
deadly,
fast, man,
and they're vampires basically.
Yeah, they're nuts. Whereas if it's the Walking Dead zombies and they're like the little and they walk really slowly, I'm going to say the walk slowly ones.
Okay.
Because I feel like I Am Legend ones, you might be getting cleaned out just by law of odds pretty quick. Because I think most people would be getting cleared out so quick.
Within if that thing spread within like a month, like you're talking about 60% of the population down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would just be luck if you weren't one of the ones caught. Just luck that you weren't in the wrong place at the right time. Wrong place at the wrong time. So yeah, okay, we'll give you the Walking Dead type of zombies.
Walking Dead zombies. So, and are we saying like literally like we're in Milton Keynes?
Yeah.
This has just broke out in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, you just wake up one morning and you kind of can hear on the high streets and stuff, there's kerfuffle, there's cars honking and stuff, and you're like, what the fuck's happening? And then you go downstairs, you put on the news or something, it's like, virus outbreak in Milton Keynes.
There's a new wave of zombies.
And they're starting
in the heart of Milton Keynes. And they will be very slow, so don't worry too much about that. But they do bite, and they are hungry. So you gotta make sure that you are protected, or else they're gonna eat you alive. And then you'll become a zombie too, which would be such a shame.
Please don't.
Please don't become a zombie. And
please.
What advice do you reckon I'd give?
Oh my God,
I think no way.
Yeah.
I think that he would say stay inside.
Even that's kind of probably that's not what I would do. Personally.
Because if they're Walking Dead zombies, they can't just run through doors or something. You need like loads of them to all crowd up together, and then just the sheer weight of them trying to go forward does it. So they'd say like keep inside so that no one can bite you, unless somehow one of your family members has it. There definitely in the TV show there'd be an episode where it was like a family and one of the members had it but didn't want to let on or something.
Oh yeah, classic.
But yeah, I definitely think because it'd be way easier for them to control it.
Yeah,
like you'd have a way better chance of being able to clear the streets if you knew the only people on the streets were the zombies. You could get them all off. So I think that would be. So that would be what I would do if I was in charge of the country. I'd say
everyone just stay inside, and the army's just going to go and slay zombies.
We've just got to do like a genuine 24-hour lockdown.
It'd be more than that. I reckon it'd be more than that.
Like
it'd be months lockdown.
Well, but what I'm saying is, with my plan, I'd make it absolutely crystal clear. Something would even be passed through your door that said, anyone on the street, I'm actually going to have to pick up and put in like a hospital or detention center or whatever where I keep the zombies. So I'd say like, just stay in 48 hours and we'll have swept the whole streets and we'll know where all the zombies are.
It's crazy, isn't
Probably
it?
wouldn't work because there would just be some fucking idiots that for some reason are like, I don't care that everyone else do this. I'm still going to go out anyway. Although I'd just pick them up. Yeah, screw it. It would work in 48 hours.
That's what I'm
There'd be no one on the street.
Literally, how crazy is that in really dire times, you kind of need that authoritarianism.
Yeah, you do. You kind of need someone
government.
You need someone to say, bro, you guys literally just won't be able to do this by yourself. You need like someone to almost like threaten you to do it.
Because otherwise people just don't care and like will just like go around they'll do whatever they want and then become a zombie.
And that's literally what happens in like every film or TV show about zombies. There's always like one bad sheep in the group and they fuck it up for like the whole group because they go off trying to be greedy or something and they end up bringing loads of zombies back and it all goes crazy. So yeah, that would be what I would do in it. But this wasn't about what we would do if we were the leader of a country. This is about you now.
So what I would do,
yeah.
My first thought was kind of semi-inspired by Skyfall.
Oh yeah,
was literally I'd be like, just to get like loads of supplies as much as I could, like go to all the shops. It'd be a bit, probably a bit grim. You'd kind of have to fight for some like goods. Like you need like all the tins you can get.
Yeah,
rice, some sort of like electrical cooker, some sort of gas. And then I'd probably just drive up to like Scotland.
Wow.
Where it's really remote.
I love that you didn't think about taking any of the boys with you.
Yeah, no, and that would be the thing as well. Yeah, you'd
straight
have
up to Scotland. See you later, boys.
Yeah.
Enjoy this tin. I've got so many in here. I don't need all of these, surely.
But and that obviously is another thought as well. It's like, who do you bring with you?
Yeah.
Because you've got family, you've got Swallow Boys. I think a lot of Swallow Boys were like, look, I'm sorry, I've got to stick with the family on this one.
Yeah, because everyone would want to help their family.
Yeah.
So unless all the Swallow Boys and all their families came together and went up to Scotland, it's like a little fleet of cars.
Yeah, we'd have to literally do a Walking Dead and get a gang of people up to
Yeah.
Scotland and then build a fortress in Scotland.
Oh my God. I love that we're just straight up to Scotland. Can we not build a fortress in England?
Where's remote in England that you can think of?
You could go to like the Peak District. If you went to like Yorkshire,
Yeah,
get up in those.
It's
kind of like a Scotland light.
It's not as much as Scotland, is it?
Yeah. But I mean, it saves you having to go all the way to Scotland. In these trying times would be so long going all the way to Scotland.
Yeah,
as well.
think about it. Yeah, within like an hour, all the roads are like bunged up, crashed. Like you can't move on it.
We'd have to go like off-roading or something.
And then eventually all these roads are like cutting off, and it's like it's so much tension's rising because then further north you go, or at least just not necessarily further north, but the more that time extrapolates, the more roads are getting fucked up because people are panicking and crashing.
So you're just getting more and more stuck, more like penned in.
Yes.
And you don't know who could be a zombie. You don't know if you'll be able to get out of here if some zombies do come.
So yeah, I'd say like we'd plan to go to Scotland, end up like getting stuck at around about maybe North Midlands.
Oh, okay.
And then we'd have to like, right, where now do we set up camp? And it's like it's not ideal. We are more remote than like around this London area.
Yeah.
But we're not as remote as we'd like to be.
Yeah, and we've got like, if we're near Birmingham, which is, I'm imagining we've just got past Birmingham.
Just past Birmingham.
All the people coming from Birmingham trying to go up north. It's the second biggest city in the bloody UK.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we'll be having to scrap with everyone
the Brummies
trying to come up as far as we're going. It'd be a tricky one. I think it's a good idea. I don't really know what I'd do. Trying to think like where my natural instinct would be to go. I'd want to go somewhere high up.
As in north?
I mean like actually high up.
Oh, like a tree house.
That could work. But I don't want to be exposed to the elements because the minute things start going dire, suddenly people are going to be trying to take advantage of it and stuff. And they see a guy up in his treehouse trying to get some winks. Yoink, 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 yoink.
Oh, they're like easy.
They yoink all the stuff and then throw me onto the ground to get eaten by the zombies just so that I could never tell the tale of it. Oh, just imagine something like that happening.
That'd be freaky. So you'd need a fortress as well, but you would want a fortress in the sky somehow.
Yeah, I'd want like a...
Oh, you can make a boat.
I was thinking like a tower block, but it's like evacuated. No one's in there, and I live on the top floor of it. Because then I can see anyone coming all the way up. I'll set up little traps.
So you'd just be like, what? Just kind of, is this like assuming you're on your ones, or is this with a group?
I could have people with me, but I could also be on my ones. And maybe then I'd buy a sniper. I'd venture out. And
You'd be in the ghillie.
Yeah, I'd be like all the way up in
like
my
a
big
grey rough.
And I'm just like watching the roads to see for people, picking off who's coming for me.
Oh, it'd be really weird. I feel like, because obviously if you're in a tower block, right?
Yeah.
You would need, what you would do is you would set up a fake person in another window, and then you would actually have a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And you'd be looking at the hole in the wall, but it looks like... So then you would see someone shoot the dummy, and then that'd reveal their position.
So it'd be like Enemy at the Gates, that film. Great film. I quote that an insane amount as well.
Wow.
Thank you, Enemy at the Gates, for telling me how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Wow, so do you reckon you'd last long with your up to Scotland with the boys and the fans?
If we assume that everyone's, like, for some reason really on it and not a complete panicking and crying, I reckon we could get a month. Grab a month's supplies, get up there. Oh, and then, but the thing is, then you run out after a month. You've got to, you've literally at this point, like, right, I've actually got to go to Birmingham now to get more supplies.
Get stuff.
That was like the game.
That's the risk.
Not World War Z. DayZ.
DayZ.
That was a creepy game. Similar thing.
DayZ. So what, you reckon a month tops? Until things start going a bit sour.
Until it's like really, at this point, I'm literally like having to go on resource missions.
Yeah, and putting yourself out there. Yeah, I think I like the plan. I'm in.
You're in.
If it happens, we'll get everyone together. We'll protect everyone. I'll get a gun, and I will just be hair trigger, bang, 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 bang.
That's
bang,
the
bang,
thing,
bang.
yeah. Like, how do you even get a gun?
You have to. I feel like if we had Swain with us, right? I feel
Ooh.
like his dad maybe will know. Swain is a
Arms
friend of the
dealer.
pod. No, like a farmer.
Oh, yeah, farmer shotgun.
Yeah, and
We ran out of the ammo real quick.
yeah. It would mainly scare people off because there's so few guns that when people did see a gun, like within a month of this happening, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they're like, okay, I'm sorry. It's like, look, it's okay. It's okay. Just play ball.
Yeah,
no one
just
gets hurt.
Put whatever you've got down, but you've got to be prepared to
Pull the
actually
trigger.
Pull the trigger, and that's the tricky thing.
Because if they know you're not pulling the trigger, then
Then the jig's up. Then you're at the beck and call. So you've got to be like, I actually do have to be prepared to kill someone here. And a month into an apocalypse happening, that's a pretty grim realization.
Yeah. You've got to like literally accept all rules are off the cards.
Imagine the next episode of the Jenkii show after we've taken someone's life. I don't know who's watching it, but
Oh
we're
my
still
God,
setting it
yeah.
up on the road. like-
We're literally, we're like broadcasting out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We finally got some power banks so we can record this.
Hey guys, and we found a dial-up satellite. So
Yeah.
we're sending this out on all satellite signals.
The views have been down, but we're not letting it get us down.
And so if you do want to send us some telegrams, then please.
Yeah, or any beans or anything,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh yeah, some
Oh,
milk.
I'd love some milk.
Some fortified milk in a carton would be really nice. To go on my like slugs and bugs I eat every morning for
Oh my
breakfast.
god. Yeah, you'd just be eating slugs
You would
every
be,
day.
you wouldn't have a choice. You'd be cooking insects
Well,
and animals.
Friday
You'd be
night.
hunting animals. It's Friday night and
night.
we're hunting animals.
yeah,
No.
I'm just thinking like there'll still be a lot of food which can last for like years, right? So I can put off the slugs if I'm willing to get my gun and go into supermarkets
Yeah.
and stuff ready to. I think I would do that because I think I could actually, instead of everyone in the group having to crawl along the ground being like, yes, a snail.
Hakuna Matata.
Instead, I just think it would be, I don't know. I think I'd have to take that risk and go in there with my gun and say, look, I am getting a trolley full of beans and stuff. We're
Beans.
going to eat like kind of kings and queens.
Yeah. I want beans. I want.
I want beans.
What else is really nice in the can?
I want.
It's all beans, isn't it? It's kidney beans.
I want a.
Nuts.
I've seen. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll
Get
just get
loads
big
of nuts.
bags of nuts. Like.
Beans, nuts. Oh, it sounds like my diet. Like,
Yeah,
already
you're
nice.
already on an apocalyptic
Yeah,
diet.
yeah. Beans, nice and actually no, not beans. Rice and nuts and,
Just rice and
and
nuts.
vegetables.
Yeah, you can get even a Christmas dinner in a tin.
Oh
Whole
my
Christmas
God.
dinner, and you put it out like, and it's got all the different bits in it.
And just put it over the fire.
Yeah.
To be fair, it sounds
Imagine
grim,
that
but you would
Christmas.
actually be loving that. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest, you'd be
You'd be
so
buzzing
hungry.
at that point.
You'd be like, oh my god, I can taste like salt.
Yeah.
I can taste like whatever this processed flavour is. It's just loads of salt and slime and,
you'd
and
be
fat,
buzzing.
salt and fat. You're literally like, oh, your body's like telling you need salt and fat.
That is literally what friend of the pod, Chris Don, his like great uncle or something was a prisoner of war in a Japanese prisoner of war camp, right?
Wow.
And when he got back, after years of being in this camp, right, probably like a year or two, he would just eat white bread with margarine and salt. He'd just eat like salt sandwiches, and he loved them because his body was just like, wow, fat and salt.
I
want
haven't
this.
had
So-
fat and salt in years.
So yeah, Chris told me that he had been eating that for like years after. He just loved getting the sensation of salt, I guess.
yeah.
Weird clap. So yeah, that would be right. The zombie apocalypse. Yeah.
So yeah,
So we would survive.
about a month. Yeah.
That's one hell of a
Question.
zombie apocalypse of the week.
Zombie apocalypse of the week.
Zombie.
We love you.
Now, what I'm thinking is, what would you rather do than fucking then fighting a zombie apocalypse.
Would you rather off the week? Would you rather off the week? Would you rather off the week? Zombies or other things? Would you rather off the week? Last one night. Would you rather off the week? Come on.
Okay. So number 10.
Plug me up.
Plug me
Episode
up.
31. Plug and milk.
Oh,
Fans of Plug and Milk. Fans of last week's episode. You know it's getting sexy.
We know it's plug and milk time. Would you rather plug or milk? No.
Both, please.
Yeah, that could be the bonus question of the week.
Yeah, but she has to be 10 years old. I'm not going to be turned on otherwise.
Oh my goodness. Right. Would you rather, number 10, would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Oh,
It's good.
sight.
Oh, instantly.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my memories.
And yeah,
I
imagine,
love having my memories. It would suck losing my sight and not be able to see things. That would really suck. But losing all my memories, do I just have Alzheimer's at that point, or
so
because they still have their memories, they can like flick in and out.
I think it's kind of like, yeah. So you generally are like here, and you're like, who am I? Like, what? Who am I?
Who am I?
Where do I come? Like, what is it? Like, okay, and
Yeah,
then
like,
you'd have
where am I
everything
now? What the
explained
hell?
to you, and then you just be like, but yeah, the horrible bit is
Right.
like you'd like also like all the emotional stuff. You're literally like,
Yeah, my wife would be like, "We've been married for 4 years." I'd be like, "I've never seen you.
I'd be like, you coming on the pod, and you'd be like, what do you mean?
What's the
Wait,
What's the pod?"
Wait, I'm like, yeah, well, we've got the podcast that we do every week. We like kind of chat
I'd
a
be
load
like,
of waffle. We shoot the breeze.
I'd
We're
be
like
like,
two
I-
little curious aliens.
I have nothing to talk about.
Um,
They'll be like, "Take the soundboard." And I'd be like,
oh my god, that
bored.
and then that
I
would
am
be
having a laugh.
yeah, I reckon that'd be it. It was like the board, like you have to rebuild your memory back, like
Yeah.
soundbite by soundbite.
It's-
And we like
It's
go
like
down soundbite like
yeah,
lane.
Slumdog Millionaire, where every soundbite like triggers a memory which builds me back up. But do I lose it every day? If I just lose the memories once, but I can kind of, they're still in there.
Yeah, it's
they
not
just have to
Groundhog
be-
Day.
Oh, okay, that actually.
It's like
changes
from that
things.
moment forward, you have a stable memory base.
Oh, because then maybe.
Because that'd be carnage. Imagine Groundhog Memory Day.
Yeah.
Every day you just forget the day before.
like 50 First Dates or whatever that film's called, 40 Summers or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
40 First Dates or something, where like a guy or a girl keeps taking out the same guy. No, a guy keeps taking out the same girl
Oh, trying to unlock her
every day,
memory.
trying to unlock her memories or something.
Yes, I do remember that actually.
Yeah, see that version, I would choose sight, but the version you're proposing, I might just fuck
Risk
the memories
it.
off, and I can still see everything.
You imagine how you forget how to produce.
But I might learn that I love something else. And I was actually born to do that. And it took this to get me to realise my actual potential, and I become great at something else. Even better.
Oh god,
That
yeah.
ain't possible.
Imagine for me trying to be like, come back and do the pod, and you're like, I don't really like, I'm not really into like podcasts and stuff. I
Yeah.
prefer like, history and stuff.
Yeah. Although I already quite like history. So I've already kind of realised that. Maybe I become like a really good surgeon. And I'm like, oh, I've actually got the perfect temperament for this. You're like, come and do a pod. And I'm like, sorry, I'm in surgery at 6 a.m, man.
Yeah.
And then you're like, show me your hands. And I show them, and look at how deadly still they are. They're so still. Listeners, I hope you can hear
Can you
how
just hear the
still
stillness?
my hands are. I actually think they're being pretty still, no?
I can't hear any movement, which is mad.
Five,
It's not actually that
5
bad.
stars.
Yeah,
that's
5 stars.
I'd have to be moving them so much.
Whoa. Be like a flutter, yeah, like a chicken going off.
Oh, wow.
So it would be. Which one did you actually decide on?
We're not doing Groundhog Day, right?
No. So you lose them and then you just build forward from there.
I'm trying to think of life without eyes. Although they don't actually see black if you're blind, right? You just don't see anything.
Well, no, you'd have to see. There'd be something there.
Honestly, I've heard it described by a blind person as you just don't see anything. Like, because you're seeing black because you're seeing your eye lids or whatever.
But I think you'd see the thing behind that's like your eyes. Do you know what I mean? Do you know like when you ever like been tired, really, really tired, and like you look and it kind of looks a bit grainy? You'd see the grains, but just no image. The grains would still be there.
I don't know if the grains are there.
Because it's not, the grains aren't coming from the eye, it's coming from like, I'm pretty sure
I'm taking
the signal receptor.
I'm taking my direct quote from a blind person. It's not a direct quote, it's not verbatim, but that they don't see anything. If they're like born blind. I'm assuming if you just...
But how does a blind person describe what they're seeing to someone with sight? If they say they see nothing, that might actually be what I'm describing.
Might be that.
But you can't.
Right,
There's a communication
okay,
barrier. Lost in translation.
Great film.
Plug.
Well, the jury's out on blind people and how they see. But, you know, all I know is they be listening. Not the only people, eh? Don't forget to hit that follow. Where my son the juice.
Right.
We love you guys.
Do you want me to quickly smash our little dating story?
I would love one, baby, because I'm good.
We've got number 15.
My date said he could not see anything.
The blind date. This one is called The First Date That Moved Super Fast.
Eesh, I know that game.
I had my eye on this guy for a while. Ooh. After a few weeks of flirting, he finally asked me to go to a gig with him on a date. Oh, we've had the gig story. I know what's going to happen here.
Story.
When we went to the gig and we're having a good time, a man turned up with four prospective limbs.
And hit my date in the face with his limbs.
Just threw his limbs at my date.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah, so we suddenly went and his parents show up.
Oh!
Turned out he had invited them because he wanted me to meet them on our first date. Oh my goodness.
Too much, man.
Afterwards.
I love the enthusiasm. But no.
He called me continuously and I asked him to back off, but he didn't. So I called it off completely.
Oh, God.
This ended with him begging me to change my mind by screaming, "I'm a cool person." I'm a cool person. These were his famous last words.
Yeah. Wow. Do you reckon he sang it like that? I'm a cool person.
Yeah, hit me with it. I'm a cool person.
Wow, I can just imagine. He probably thought that was his Troy and Gabriella moment. Gabriella's walking away. He's in the rain. He says, I'm a cool person.
Yeah, I'm a cool person, baby.
And his parents are standing behind him. Give a
Like,
little tap on the back.
You are a cool person, son.
You're
You are
so
a very
good.
cool person.
She wasn't good enough for you.
You deserve better. You deserve better.
And then he's like, that's the type of kid that grows up and ends up going to Plug and Milk.
Oh,
literally,
yes.
that guy right there.
Yeah, he is a Plug and Milk, like prime consumer.
Yeah,
of the Plug and Milk service.
Yeah, can we thank this girl for leaving this guy and effectively creating a future Plug and Creamer?
She's literally like pushed this guy
right into our arms.
Right into our product.
Prime for the milking.
Oh my goodness.
That's right, baby. Oh wow.
So red flag for that guy? Or amber?
I'll tell you, up until the bit where he screamed, "I'm gonna come."
I'm a cool person.
He actually screamed, "I'm a cool person." Up until that point, amber.
Uh-huh.
That kind of chucked it onto red, and he's like a future massive red. Bang, 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 bang.
Well, you heard it here, guys. He's a red flag. And I just want to say thank you for listening. This has been episode 31 of the Jenkii Show. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.